Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be reviewing the newest album from Miss Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia. Future Nostalgia was supposed to be released in April, but it was released in late March because of the whole coronavirus pandemic, and I haven't been able to get my hands on a copy of the album because it's really difficult right now to order things online. Once this is all over, I'm hoping to get my hands on either the vinyl, the CD, or the cassette. Dua Lipa is probably the only mainstream artist as of now, as of this year, that's probably good. I'm the type of person that has disconnected from the mainstream a long time ago. I usually listen to old music from the 80s and 90s. It's like a trip to the past, to the 80s and 90s and some 70s as well. So she incorporates a lot of synth pop and new wave and disco in this album. I know Future Nostalgia is her second album, and I obviously had no idea that she had worked way before, like years before, like a couple of years ago. And she also had her own album, her own self-titled album, Dua Lipa. It's very different from Future Nostalgia, but I can see the synth pop influences and everything. I think last year on my Cancun trip, I actually saw the video of her song New Rules, and I was mesmerized by the music video, but I had no idea who the artist was. And I heard this song on Twitch on one of the streamers. His name is Nicktron. He's a Greek streamer that plays League of Legends, and he likes to play this song all the time on his streams. That's how I finally got hooked on Dua Lipa, and I started to discover more of her music. She wasn't really a mainstream artist until she started working with other people like Sean Paul. She did some reggae there and some dance hall. And Dua is of Albanian descent from Kosovo. Her parents are from Kosovo, but she is technically British. I've always liked British artists. I think they have a lot to bring to the table other than American artists, because American artists have just been a disappointment over the years, and I usually can find the British artists because they're more talented. A lot of people think that she looks like James Charles, and I think that's really mean. I just don't see the resemblance, and plus James Charles is an asshole. But I do know that a lot of gay people listen to Dua Lipa because of the song Physical, which incorporates a lot of 80s nostalgia and music. A lot of people compare her to Lady Gaga, but then again, I don't see the resemblance with her and Lady Gaga. I don't think the two can be compared. They're both completely different people. So let's dive right into my thoughts on this album. First and foremost, I really love how Dua Lipa transitioned and reinvented herself in this album a lot. I really love the brush script. That's very reminiscent of brush script from the 80s, so I thought that was really creative on the album cover and everything. It looks very futuristic. Despite having 80s and 90s vibes, and despite being mainly a disco album, I think it's pretty good. I think it's creative that she's also putting her album on cassette tapes. That's really cool as well. So my top 5 songs from this album are Physical, Future Nostalgia, Good in Bed, Break My Heart, and Love Again. Those are the only 5 songs that really stood out to me. But the rest of them, like Levitating, Cool, Hallucinate, Pretty Please, Don't Start Now, Boys Will Be Boys, I didn't really like those songs. I just thought that they were filler songs. I really liked the music video for Physical. I think it was definitely inspired by Olivia Newton-John. I also like how she incorporated anime into the video as well. She's a huge fan of anime. It definitely reminds me of Sailor Moon, like the whole album cover. She released another video of Physical in March, which was like a workout video, which kind of gave tribute to those workout videos from the 80s, like the As Seen on TV. I thought that was pretty cool too. The video for Future Nostalgia is also very good too, even though it was a lyrics video. Good in Bed reminds me of Lily Allen. Like, it's like a mix of the song Smile and LDN from Lily Allen, so she was kind of giving a tribute to Lily Allen. Music video for Break My Heart's also very good too. She's like on an airplane, and it's very creative and a lot of neon colors, and also has a lot of disco influences. So this album is pretty much a acid trip to the past, to the 80s and 90s, and also a little bit of 70s disco. I think it was very well done, and I'm actually surprised. The 1980s is still a very inspirational decade that will never be forgotten, and I'm glad that mainstream artists like her are kind of bringing it back. She's not an indie artist, but at the same time she's not like at the top of the world yet, so she's like in the middle. I highly recommend this album. Dua Lipa is probably one of the only mainstream artists that I can tolerate. Definitely give this a listen, especially if you're into 80s synth pop, you're into new wave or disco, or if you're into artists like Blondie or Gwen Stefani, then definitely this album is for you. So out of 10, I give Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia a 9 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this music review. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Also comment down below and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!